I'm Miss Jillian. For today's outdoor library program, we will be going on a texture walk. Going on a walk is a wonderful way to learn about science-related topics. You can also get fresh air and some exercise. This is a great activity to do together as a family.
Miss Jillian, what's a texture walk?
That's a great question, Miss Rachel. We are looking for things in nature that have textures. This mulch is very rough, and the grass is soft and a little wet. This post is hard and kind of bumpy. Before we go on our walk, let's start with a book entitled Explorers of the Wild by Cale Atkinson. Explorers of the Wild. I love to explore. It's my favorite thing to do. There are so many neat things to see, like over there, and so many strange things to find, like under here. My parents tell me to be careful. They say you never know what you'll run into in the wild. I say I'm an explorer, and explorers are prepared for anything. So I climb over trees, I roll down hills, I run and I run until one day I ran right into I was scared at first. I was really scared. But then I saw we were both explorers. Together we found things to touch, things to see, things to hear, and even things to taste. Well, kind of. No discovery was too small to share, and no mountain was too big to conquer. This was our day. This was our adventure. We were kings of the wild. I didn't want it to end, but I had to go home. So I took a picture to always remember the greatest explorer I ever met. The end.
Hi, I'm Miss Bev, and today on our texture walk, we are starting in the Milton Memorial Park. That's the park behind the library. And we're gonna start with trees. Look at this tree. It's a really skinny tree, isn't it? I can even shake it, it's so skinny. It's really hard to touch. It's bumpy. Its leaves are beautiful. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 11 branches on it. So it's going to be a big tree when it gets older. Are there any trees where you are?
What about this tree, Miss Beth?
Oh, wow, Jillian, look at the tree she found. It's a fat tree. It's so fat I can't put my arms around it. It's got really cool bark on it. It's coming off in certain places. Looks like there's some ants on this tree. Ew.
Just a little bit.
Is it nice to climb?
Yeah, it's fun.
What do you see up there? Anything?
A little bit of moss and some really tough tree bark.
That's really cool. Find some trees where you are.
Now let's talk about sand and dirt. What's the difference between sand and dirt? One is more tan while the other is brown. You can plant things in dirt, whereas you can't with sand, but you can build sand castles. Which do you think is which? Right now, one has ants and worms in it. Can you see them? How does it feel? This one feels kind of grainy, and this one kind of sticks together. What happens if we mix water in it?
Now let's talk about the shapes and size of leaves. Look at this pretty leaf. Look at the span. It's the span of my hand. That's how wide it is. That is so pretty. Feels good too. Let's look at this one over here. Look at this guy. They're so skinny. And it looks like someone's taken scissors and just clipped all the way up the leaf. So pretty. Let's come over here to these bushes. Look at at their little leaves. This one's little, but this one's really fat. Look at that. And there's a really pretty tree over here. Purple. These are pointy on the ends. Very pretty. Let's see, let's go back here. Look at this tree's leaves. Smaller. Can you find any leaves where you are and some trees? Check them out, see what you can find. Have fun.
Now let's talk about plants. Be careful not to touch any because they could be poisonous or have thorns. Remember, we're looking with our eyes and not touching. These little yellow flowers have pom-poms in the center. They're called black-eyed Susies. Right next to the black-eyed Susies are salvias. They're purple and have what look like bell-shaped flowers on them. Be careful of bees. Above the salvias, there's a rose bush. Some of the roses haven't quite bloomed yet, and some of them are starting to fall apart. Be careful of the thorns. Over here, we have some flowers that haven't quite bloomed yet. I wonder what color they'll be. Below them, we have 1, 2, 3 hairy monster bushes. Be careful they don't get you.
Let's talk about rocks now. We're down by the river, and we can see these large rocks here. Do you think I could pick one up? I don't think so. They're so big. Look at the different colors. There's some browns and grays. These down here by the river look dirty. That's where the creek comes up, and these are underwater sometimes, so they're more dirty. These down here are smaller. I found some more rocks up here. Look at them. What colors do you see here? This one's almost white. Or this one's tan, it's got some gray in it. This one is gray with some white in it, and it looks like a triangle almost. Kind of cool. This one's shiny, sparkly. How could we arrange them? We could do by shape, by color, sizes. Let's do by color. This one looks like the lightest, and then this one, so shiny. This one, that one, and that one, and this one with the shiny there, and then maybe that one, and then that one. Have fun with rocks. Before you go on your scavenger hunt, make sure you print out the form that's listed in the description, and you can use this to check off the different things that you can find. We're in the Milton Park, so let's see what we can find here. Oh, look, there's a pine cone over there.
Oh, look at this feather over here.
The trash can is in the shape of a circle. Oh, look, there's bird poop. It's black.
Ew!
Don't touch it. Another way to do a texture walk is to actually make some textures that you can walk and step on. Here's what we came up with. See what you can come up with at home to make your own textured walk. Okay, my first one is soft. That feels good. My next one is smooth. That feels good too. My next one is bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. My next one is wet. Ooh, squishy. My next one is hard and rough. Ouch!
I hope you've had fun on today's texture walk. Please post a picture or leave us a comment on Instagram at MTLibrary121 and on Facebook at Milton Public Library, Milton, Delaware. You can use the hashtag MiltonPLDESRP. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to check out our book recommendations that will be posted after this program.
Join us next Monday for Hungry Birds.
Goodbye.